Hi. So look, I love everything that's old, and I don't mean boomer old. I mean like when I was a child. So basically nostalgia. And I always watched Disney, but not religiously. So I never knew there was a Hannah Montana movie. And as I was doing my usual doom scrolling ritual, I was like, what am I doing with my time? Like actually, like I need to do something productive. Like watch the Hannah Montana movie. And so I did. And when I was done, I was like, this movie needs to be talked about. We need to talk about this movie right now. Right now. So the movie starts as Miley Cyrus, or Hannah Montana, being late to her own concert. How are you late to your own concert? That's insane. Pure insanity. Her and Lily is her bestie, are trying to get into the concert. They're trying to convince some people who work at the concert, like, oh, she is Hannah Montana. Like, you need to get her in. People do not believe her. It frustrated me as a kid that no one notices it, and it frustrated me now again when I'm an adult. I cannot believe how blind these people are. They're more blind than me. So the only way they see their way in the concert is by stealing a golf cart from one of the security guards. I need to tell you, this man is built like a brick. I don't know how they managed to steal the golf cart. They don't show that in the movie. They just cut to them having already stolen it. And I'm like, why did they cut that out? I need to see how they managed to do that. Hannah gets in backstage just in time, and she's getting ready super fast. And also what I noticed, and what really frustrated me, she doesn't have a makeup artist. She doesn't have a stylist. There's no one backstage. No one. It's just Billy Ray. Also love Billy Ray. And it's Lily, her bestie, who is also 15 years old. And she is styling her and doing her makeup. Mind you, in this universe, Hannah Montana is one of the biggest pop stars on the planet. Alright, like Beyonce level. No one is there. No one is backstage. I feel like at a school recital, you have people that help you backstage more than with Hannah Montana. Like, who organized this concert? Okay, so Hannah gets on stage, she performs, she sings, crowd goes wild, yada yada. And then I thought I was hallucinating because suddenly we're at the beach and the song she was singing, Best of Both Worlds, was all slowed down and like drowsy. Earlier this week I was sick and I drank a whole lot of cough syrup, so I thought that was what was going on. But turns out I was not high as a kite. It was just this silly movie. It just cut to the shooting of a music video. Hannah gets into a dressing room, which is in a tent, because we're at the beach. In between her clothes, there is a 40-year-old creeper dude hiding and snapping pics of her. I'm pretty sure that's illegal. But then in walks Vanessa Williams. Girl crush, literally. Ugh, she's that girl. She's an actress and a singer. Ugh, her voice is amazing. Also, she was in Desperate Housewives. She plays in a musical, Devil Wears Prada. She plays the villain boss. She's an icon. She is the moment. She's a diva. But in this movie, she is not called Diva. She is called Vita. And she is a publicist of Hannah Montana. So she sees this creeper dude and she's like, ew, get the fuck out. She explains to Hannah, or Miley, that he works for a British tabloid who exposes celebrities and stuff, and that they should avoid him at all costs. But what they don't know is that creeper dude put a camera on the couch, recording what they were saying or what they were doing. So imagine Hannah had to change costumes. What the actual fadoodle. Anyway, dude finds out through the recording that there's this big secret that Hannah is hiding. He just doesn't know what it is yet. So we cut to Miley being a regular girl, doing regular girl things. It's really trying to show us, like, guys, she's just a girl. She gets hit in the face by a volleyball, guys. So she's pretty normal. Alright, baddie publicist Vita shows up and is like, oh my god, Miley, I need to talk to you. And none of the students are like, oh my god, wait, that's like Hannah Montana's publicist. What is she doing talking to Miley? I mean, Miley kind of looks like Hannah, but she has a different hair color, so it can't be. So baddie publicist Vita tells Miley that Beyonce's like sick or something, so she can't participate in the New York Music Awards, so Hannah Montana can take her place. And they need to shop immediately. But Lily overhears it and is like, bitch, what the fuck are you doing? My birthday party is later today. We've been talking about this party forever. And Miley's all like, sorry, gotta go, but I promise I'll be there. And now we cut to my favorite character ever, Jackson. Oh my god, I love that boy. He's hanging out the window, yelling like, oh yeah, bitches, I'm going to college. And then proceeds to fall out the window. And Billy Ray's behind the steering wheel, and he's all like, where's Miley? We cut back to Hannah trying on Rolexes and stuff in like an expensive shop, I assume. And then she realizes what time it is and that she's gonna be late for Lily's birthday party. Fuck, I still don't have a birthday present. You still don't have a present? Worst bestie ever if you ask me. So Hannah Montana sees these shoes in the store and she's like, oh my god, I need to get these for Lily. So she runs over there and what do you know? It's Tyra Banks. And she's all like, I saw them first. And Hannah's like, nuh-uh. And she's like, uh-huh. And Hannah's like, nuh-uh. And so they start catfighting. Tyra Banks is holding up the shoe like she's impersonating my high school bully.
Bet you can reach that, huh?
Yeah, I can't reach that. You're taller than me. But oh no, Creeper Oswald, which is the name of the British tabloid guy, sees this, snaps a picture, and follows them. Now Hannah can't get out looking like Hannah, but she can't get out looking like Miley either, because then Oswald Creeper Dude will snap a pic and expose her. And then she can't have best of both worlds anymore, and that would ruin the song. She gets out of the car like Hannah and rushes to Lily's birthday party. Oswald follows, and we cut to Lily doing a skateboard trick, and there's this hot dude that holds her up before she falls, and they have this look in each other's eyes, and it's really romantic until he sees Hannah Montana. He's all like, oh my god, that's Hannah Montana, fuck this bitch, and he drops her to the floor like a total douche. Lily sees Hannah and she's
pissed.
She's like, bitch, this is my birthday party. You're stealing my spotlight on the one day that it is about me. Everyone at the birthday party forgets about Lily. Creeper Oswald questions Lily about Hannah, and she reveals where she is originally from, which is a little place called Crowley Corners. So Hannah is on her private jet on her way to the New York Music Awards. Or at least that's where she thinks she's going.
Hello, New York!
That's right. Hannah is not in New York. She's in Tennessee, baby. So Jackson and Billy Ray get in the truck and they're like, hop in, bitch. You forgot your grandma's birthday. I don't know who you are anymore. You're a stuck-up brat. Hannah's like, fuck grandma. I'm going to New York. So she's standing there in the middle of nowhere with her pink suitcases looking like Paris Hilton in this. And Billy Ray's like, all right, bye. He literally leaves her there with all her luggage. But he's like, don't worry, I'm not leaving you alone. Here's your horse, Blue Jeans, which is literally her own horse. And she didn't recognize the horse. So she gets out of her Hannah clothes and switches to Miley, tries to get on the horse. It's been a while since she rode a horse, so she sucks ass. But don't worry. Haughty country boy comes in and he helps Miley. And Miley's all like, god damn. Turns out they used to know each other and he tells her he had a crush on her when they were still kids. But he's like, don't worry. That is long gone now. There's no way in hell I could have a crush on you now. That's disgusting. The thought is appalling. So he helps her get home with her luggages and it's really cute and romantic. And when she gets home, it is her grandma's birthday. And there's like 30 people in the living room and they're all singing country songs, just like constantly, no breaks. Grandma's all like, I missed you, Miley. I miss you so much. And Miley is again like, fuck you, grandma. I literally hate you. I don't want to be here. Also, subplot, there is this new country girl in town apparently, and Billy Ray is crushing on her. She's called Lorelai, and he's like, oh my god, I need to have this hottie. And in the process of trying to impress Lorelai, he breaks all his mother's collector plates. Great job, Billy Ray. Great job. Now it's evening, and Miley is in her old bedroom looking at a picture of her and her mom. And wait, am I hallucinating again? Is that picture moving? Is this AI? AI wasn't a thing back then, right? Is the cough syrup finally kicking in? I'm joking, YouTube. Also, the mom is literally Brooke Shields. That is Brooke Shields, right? Girl, her parents are Brooke Shields and Billy Ray? Icons. Actual icons. So we cut to the next morning and the sound of a rooster wakes Miley up. Because again, we're in Tennessee, baby. We also see some ambience images, like people riding on horses in slow-mo, chickens, some cows probably, just to really get it in there that we are not in New York, we are in Tennessee. For anyone that doesn't realize it yet, we're in Tennessee. We're not in New York. So Miley is like, fuck this shit, I'm out. And she dresses up like Pearl from the movie Pearl and goes downstairs and says, nothing like fresh eggs in the morning, am I right? She's trying to trick them or something into thinking she turned back into a country girl. The way she does it, it comes off so sarcastic and like not genuine at all. Okay, back to the subplot of Billy Ray and hottie Lorelai girl. We find out she is this hottie that fixes cars. More specifically, trucks. And Billy Ray, his heart starts to race. He is like, is there anything in this world better than a bitch who fixes trucks? No, there is not. So we cut to Jackson and he's teaching kids about ostriches or something. I thought he was going to college, but okay. And then he falls into water and there's an alligator that tries to eat him and the kids just laugh. They don't do anything. He's screaming for his life and the kids just stand there and laugh. It's horrifying. Okay, so Miley and her grandma go to the farmer's market in Grandma's truck. And we find out that developers are trying to basically rebuild Crowley Corners and make it like very modern and put down a lot of apartments and a mall. Basically turn it to Beverly Hills. The grandma is really sad and bummed out about all this because she wants to save the place that is so sacred to her. So while Miley gives out free samples of watermelon, I think, and grandma is fighting one of the developers, Creeper Oswald is there. Miley sees it and she thinks, shit. She pulls a bunch of pranks on him and eventually she and her grandma help him up. He looks her straight in the eye and he asks, do you by any chance know Hannah Montana? They point him in the wrong direction because he's dumb as fuck, and he ends up falling in a pool of mud. Then we get this funny scene. His boss calls him and he picks up. And then we get this scene of the boss being in a mud bath. And she's saying, Ozzy, I want the dirt. And he says, trust me, I'm all over it. He also gets a call from his two daughters. Apparently he has two daughters. They are in Hogwarts. They are studying at Hogwarts. I'm not joking. They are literal witches. Also, is that Nancy from Stranger Things? Anyway, back at the farm, Miley is singer-songwriting, accompanied by some chickens, and hottie country boy comes in and basically humbles her. He's like, you got most of the notes right? And Miley's like, most of the notes? He's basically saying your music is superficial and shit. While he says all this, he's like building a chicken coop and she's like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm building a chicken coop, girl, so I can sell eggs. You know, it's a wreck, the coop. So she's like, it's gonna take a while. And then he says, life's a climb, but the view is great. And then I realized that this song, The Climb, is from this movie. Why didn't I know this? So anyway, we get a montage of them bonding over a period of time. They kind of fall in love. Simultaneously, we see Billy Ray and Lorelai also falling in love. And we also get some shots of Jackson, like, bonding with an ostrich. Okay, so they hold a music fundraiser and Billy Ray's singing and I'm loving it because I love Billy Ray Cyrus. He sings this banger about how he loves his hometown and he loves Tennessee. And what the fuck is that Taylor Swift? Okay, Taylor Swift is here, I guess. Hot country boy asks Miley to dance, and at the same time Lorelai is like, let's go to the bag, Billy Ray. I have some stuff I need to do in the bag. And Billy Ray is thinking he's gonna get it, but they don't get freaky. They just talk and dance backstage. Boring. So Miley and hot country boy, who is actually called Travis, convinces Miley to also sing at the fundraiser, and she sings this absolute cunty song. I swear I couldn't stop jiggling my butt cheeks when I heard this. Immediately added to the playlist. The hoedown, throwdown. Creeper Oswald guy walks in at this very moment at the fundraiser And here's Miley singing, but just, you know, nothing is clicking in here. He's just like, oh, same voice as Hannah Montana, but you know, it's a brunette, so it can't be, right? Also, the developer walks in on this fundraiser and is beefing with the grandma. And he's all like, y'all poor, y'all never raise enough money to save your shitty town. Then, haughty country boy Travis is like, Miley Cyrus knows Hannah Montana. Everyone looks at Miley. Miley's like, oh shit. And everyone asks her, like, hey, like, can't you call Hannah if you know her? And maybe she can help us raise money to save our town. And she's like, yeah, sure, I'll call her. Also, genius idea because this will raise a lot of money.
So the next day, a limo arrives into town, and it's Lily. She's dressed up like Hannah Montana, and baddie publicist Vita is there as well. So the mayor holds a dinner in honor of Hannah Montana because, you know, she's helping the town. Hannah promises Lorelai that she'll go, but at the same time, Travis asks Miley out, finally. So now Miley is like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I want to go on a date with Travis, but I have to go to the stupid mayor. And so Miley does what she does best. Switch. She shows up to the mayor's dinner at first with her family. Jackson's also there, and he brought a ferret in his pocket. So Hannah runs off while the mayor is giving his speech towards her. She just runs off, changes in the bathroom to Miley, and then runs to the restaurant across the street where Travis is waiting for her. So she switches back and forth. She's Hannah, then she's Miley, and it's a whole mess. Travis is like, where the fuck are you going? The mayor and the whole family is like, where the fuck are you going the entire time? Travis is pissed that she runs off the entire time, so he gets the bill and fucks off. Then the ferret escapes from Jackson and ends up in the mayor's pants. And then suddenly the dessert is in flames, like actually it's on fire. But don't worry, Billy Ray is there and extinguishes the fire. In the process, he blows away wigs from these two random people that are at the dinner as well. A lot of wigs are gonna be snatched in this movie. Miley runs off and gets into like a revolving door, and we get like a little scene, slow-mo sequence of her in the revolving door. And on the other side of the revolving door, we see this little girl, fan of Hannah Montana. Hannah doesn't see her directly, so she takes off her wig, and the little girl's like, oh my god. And Hannah sees it and she's like, oh shit. Oh shit. And Travis walks in, is also just like turning in this revolving door and is just not getting out on the other side. Like what is he even doing in the mayor's building? He looks at the wig, he looks at Miley, and he fucks off once more. And Miley is crying. She's like, please don't leave. I can explain. And he literally, quite literally tells her to fuck off. So Miley is having a mental breakdown at this point. She runs upstairs, again in the mayor's building. She tries to talk to her dad, but then Lorelai appears. And Miley's hiding. Lorelai being like, what the fuck is going on? Where is your daughter even? Why is Hannah like ruining things? And the dad, of course, protects his daughter and is like, look, she has a complicated life. You don't know everything. And Lorelai's like, look, bitch, I don't want this secretive relationship, like whatever this is. I can't do it, Billy Ray. I can't be dating a hot country man that just plays with my feelings, right? He tells her he can be in a relationship, and he tells her to fuck off as well. Now Miley sees this, and Miley is like, well, shit. I ruined the mayor's dinner. I ruined my own potential relationship. And I ruined the potential relationship of my father. Great. The next day, she's like singing in nature with her guitar, very dramatic. She feels lost. She feels like she disappointed everyone. Her dad shows up and is like, what you ratting, kid? And she's like, I wrote a song. And then she sings this super good song called Caterpillar in a Tree. I literally cried at this scene. Then Miley goes to the chicken coop of Travis and repaints the whole thing. Basically finishes the chicken coop for him as like a big I'm sorry gesture. And the next day, it's the day of the big concert. Miley's getting ready to be Hannah. Travis at the meantime sees the chicken coop and is like, oh my god, I need to say I'm sorry. So Hannah is giving her all at this fundraiser concert, okay? She spots Lily, Lorelai, everyone. Suddenly, she's like, I can't do this, y'all. And the concert stops. And everyone's like, what? What is going on? And then she literally says, last time I was on the stage, I was still Miley. So she literally reveals to the whole crowd that she is Miley Cyrus. What the fuck are you doing? And she does this whole speech, how she can't keep lying to everyone and shit. She's given her secret away for everyone to see, like in front of thousands of fans. And then she takes her wig off. So everyone's like, wig snatched. Then she sings a song called The Climb, and it's really emotional, I gotta admit, and everyone is cheering along because it's a really good song. The song ends as she looks at Travis and he looks at her like, we're good, girl, because you did this song about a sentence that I said once. And then she's so fucking dramatic and she says, thanks for letting me be Hannah. And then proceeds to walk off stage. But then that little girl from the revolving door screams, please be Hannah again. Please go back to the way you were. And don't ever let this version appear again. Please go back to your other personality. We don't like this. And literally everyone in the crowd is chanting, please go back. And they're like, we'll keep your secret, I promise. Please just go back. We'll do anything for you to go back. Some people literally screamed, put that wig back on. Vita, the baddie publicist, literally screams, put that wig back on. Like, I'm fucking wheezing. And so she does. She goes back to Hannah Montana. But Creeper Oswald has snapped a picture of her when she snatched her wig off. And he's about to send it to the tabloid. But Vita, baddie publicist, catches him. And she says, don't let this dream end. And suddenly he's like, you're right. I quit. All that effort for nothing. All that effort for just Vita to say, don't let this dream end. And he's like, well, shit. Why didn't you say that before, though? So Travis and Miley have their first kiss and then proceeds with the concert as Hannah Montana. And that is the end of the movie. What frustrated me about this movie, like, why did she have to do all this at the concert? Like, reveal her identity? Why couldn't she just took whoever that needed to know, you know, and just say it to them, like, separately? Like, why do this as, like, a grand thing? Like, that was just so unnecessary to do it, like, at the concert. At first I was like, this is so toxic because it's sending the message that you should present yourself as someone you're not. But I was wrong because Hannah Montana is not someone else. It's still her. Hannah Montana is her creative outlet. So it spreads a good message. It's not a fake persona. It's Miley. And it's teaching that money can change you and fame and success can change you, but that you have to remember to get them feet on the damn ground. The movie is about reconnecting to your roots, and it does a good job at it, I'm not gonna lie. It's about staying true to yourself. Miley went from red carpets to barn dances, heels to cowboy boots. At the end of the day, the Hannah Montana movie really said, hey, go back to your roots, find your truth, milk a cow, and you too can find inner peace. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and share this video, that would really help my channel a lot. And comment your favorite moment of this movie. Or tell me if you also cried at the caterpillar in a tree song, even though you swore you were emotionally stable. And of course, make sure to subscribe. I post 2 videos every week. Remember to stay true to yourself and let no one snatch your wig, babes.